Welcome back to the Fever, everyone. And stepping into an offense when you're a new athlete in a new system can be a challenge for anyone at any level, especially when you're a quarterback trying to learn to spread offense at a school like Roosevelt. But Caden Whitley proved Friday night he may be just the right thing to help get those Eagles back to the playoffs this season. George Watson has more with our AJ Player of the Week.
I'm Caden Whitley with the Roosevelt Eagles. Friday night we beat Floyd A. Whirlwinds 38-12.
All right, Caden, not bad as a debut. 215, 220 yards passing, and three touchdowns, couple touchdowns rushing. Talk about getting out there for the first time as a varsity starter.
It's challenging, a lot more different than JV football was, but it was a good test, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have a pretty good year.
What do you feel like was the biggest adjustment going from JV to the varsity level?
Well, the competition level is a lot different. There's a lot more stronger competition within the district, and we have one of the toughest districts. So just practice, you have to execute a lot harder, and you have to take everything a lot more serious and just execute a lot more.
Did you feel nerves out there? Because talking with Coach, you mentioned kind of like an overthrow on your first pass that could have been a touchdown, but after that he said, you're like, Coach, I'll settle down, everything will be all right.
Yes, sir. It's just, you just get the nerves going, and it's the first home game under the lights, and it's just a lot different than a JV game would be. A lot more fans, a lot more publicity, and it's just a lot different.
So, Caden, talk about being a year in the offense, having played JV last year. How much did that kind of help you in knowledge of the offense and maybe advance your knowledge of the offense, being getting out there for the varsity for the first time?
Well, you kind of work out the kinks, and you get used to what you have to run and what you're looking for and what you're reading. And this offense requires a lot of reading and lots of observations on the offense, and it just helps you get prepared in it and knowing what you're going to do during the game.
I know, most quarterbacks will wear a number in the single digits or the teens. You're wearing 22. Talk about why 22.
Well, it's been my favorite number for a long time, and I talked to Coach Pointer about it, and he agreed to let me be number 22, and he didn't really have a problem with it, so just kind of.
But where does 22 come from? Was that Emmett Smith, a favorite player, or something like that?
Well, I don't know. It's just been favorite number since I was in T-ball and just all the Tiger League football I used to play in. So.
All right. Well, there you have. I think as long as he does what he does and keeps doing what he was doing this Friday night, Coach Pointer will let him wear any number he wants. That's Caden Whitley, your Player of the Week.
All right, George, we mentioned, Caden Whitley, what a start for him. And we mentioned about Greg Pointer. This is pretty much the third quarterback he's had to break into this system in 2 years now.
Yeah, but at least it's the first one that's had a little bit of experience going into this thing. He broke in two guys last year who were still kind of learning the offense, in that first year with Roosevelt. So, things were still a little new. Meanwhile, Caden Whitley sitting over there on the JV, learning all the nuances, getting things down, getting the reps down, and he looked really good out there for Roosevelt on Friday night. Like we said, throwing over 200 yards and 3 scores, a couple of rushing touchdowns, and I think that year's experience is really going to help him down the road, and it's going to help Roosevelt down the road. And I think it's why Coach Pointer was confident going into this season that last year wasn't just going to be a fluke, that they were really building something down, not only for now but for in the future.
And we've talked about that with Pointer before, how he took this offense from Muleshoe and managed to get kind of a different spread look to custom it for Roosevelt. Caden Whitley obviously seems like a dual-threat guy. He can beat you on the run and the pass. Can he be someone to really help them compete in this 3-2A district?
I think so. I think that's the reason why they're so confident about being able to be competitive in this district with Littlefield and Idalou, and I think Post will be there, like we said at the end. Roosevelt will be right there in the mix because they've got a guy like Whitley who not only has the physical ability, he's got the arm strength. He can deliver the ball well, but he's got the mental capacities for this offense as well. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to read defenses. He knows where the ball's supposed to go. So I think we just saw the tip of the iceberg with Caden Whitley. I think he's going to be a very, very good quarterback by the end of the season.
All right, when we come back, we'll go inside the film room with Coronado head coach Butch Henderson right here on The Fever.